question, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I think this team could do themselves a massive favour by playing to this guy, Jeremy Doku's strengths. He's a bit of a nightmare for many defenders, and it's because of the fact that while a lot of wingers can be inconsistent, this guy has got some real substance. And initially, yes, he did struggle on making those connections to players in the box. Now, it's all beginning to work out.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. There's the whistle.
Gehi.
Rodri.
Gehi.
Cherki. Foden. That's good play. Rodri. Good ball, good take. Doku wins the duel this time. Ball comes in. Oh, smashing header! Just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Scott. Moved on forwards. Out to the left it goes. Foden. Lewis. Rodri.
Vardiol.
And it's Kluivert. Christie. Kluivert. Played out to the right. Oh, nice touch. Scott. Scott. Oh, sweet feet. Christie. Oh, what a... There's the shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Adams. And here's Evan Nielsen. Out to the right. Smith. That's tidy. Hit into the middle. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Doku. Cherki.
Gehi. Vardiol.
And it's played forward. Adams gets over and intercepts. Smith. Scott. Aim forwards. Gehi cuts out the pass. Cherki.
Vardiol.
Ruben Diaz, forwards and with intent. And it's Christie. And here's Evan Nielsen. Tavernier tries to dink it through. Rodri gets it away. Trofair, back when it goes. Christie. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Vardiol.
Bernardo Silva.
Vardiol.
That's really well manoeuvred. Bernardo Silva shifted upfield. Scott. Could move up a gear here. Cherki. Foden, aim forwards. Christie. Adams. And it's Kluivert. Cherki. Rodri. Doku. Lewis. Rodri. Yehi. Oh, can he get onto this? Truffert. Christie. Adams. Christie. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Doku. And it's Christie. Scott. Cherki. Scott does really well to win the ball there. Bernardo Silva. Foden. Tavernier. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Cherki. Foden. Rodri. Cherki. It's been a pretty frantic start. A lot of front foot pressing. The less said about that pass, the better. Tavernier.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
That wasn't the greatest of balls. Bernardo Silva. Lewis. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. Ruben Dias, gently done. Doku. Bernardo Silva. Cherki. Rodri. Cherki. This might spell danger. Moved on forwards. So what can they make of this? And it's Kluivert. Searching passes played there. Eva Nielsen. Goes for a shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Evan Nielsen clearly is very disappointed, but at least his boss is applauding him for his efforts. That's the kind of attacking endeavour they need.
And it's hoisted clear. That's very neat. And here's Eva Nielsen. Eva Nielsen. Can he finish? Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've played it short. Truffert crosses it in. Smith. And he's there to clear it. Christie. Struck first time. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Christie is offering a right smile there.
Christie goes short. Foden absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Smith. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Scott. And it's played forward. Oh, he's found support out wide. Proves too strong. Bernardo Silva. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Guardiola. Ruben Dias, forwards and with intent. Over to the left. Now it's Tavernier. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Truffert. Truffert done delicately. Doku. Scott. Senesi. That's really well manoeuvred. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. Adams. Scott. It's run loose here. Scott. Nice physical challenge. Tries a deft little ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And it's Smith. Nice control. Eva Nielsen. Eva Nielsen! It's there!
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Guardiola moved on forwards. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva played out to the left flank. They get a throw in. Haaland! Great chance! Scott. Smith. Scott. Smith. That's a throw. Rodri. Kluivert, some resolute defending there. Now it's Kluivert. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Ruben Dias. Rodri. Cherki. Lewis. Oh, good-looking ball. Haaland. And it's played forward. And claimed it back swiftly. Scott. Adams. Scott. Doku. Bernardo Silva. Is there any support? He might not need it. Here comes another cross. Senesi gets good distance on it. Now it's Foden. Foden plays it in. Christie forwards and with intent. Kluivert, oh, good spread. Scott goes for the header! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Doku, and that's aimed into the middle. Senesi tries to clear. Scott. And they can counter here. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Ruben Dias. Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Now it's Doku. Guardiol. And here's Bernardo Silva. Foden. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And reclaimed it in a trice. Lewis aimed forwards. Foden. Played into the box. Petrovic claims it. Safe hands. Rodri makes the interception. Doku. Doku on a charge down the left. Showing good feet. Guardiol. And here's Doku. And here's Haaland. Oh, they can break here. Senesi. Scott. And it's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva is fouled. Doku looking to get on the end of this. Doku. He's got Doku! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's been taken short. Tavernier proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Too much on that, it's gone out. Gehi shifted upfield. Vardiol moved on forwards. 30 minutes gone. And here's Doku. Doku. Very nicely done. Bernardo Silva. And it's made its way to Haaland! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Foden plays it short. And it's Rodri. Smith getting this one clear. He's having a shot! Worth a try, but not this time.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
Scott. Smith. Adams. Smith. Scott. Adams. Scott. Smith. Scott. And here's Evan-Nielsen. Evan-Nielsen played out towards the right wing. Kluivert takes the shot! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Christie brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
And it's Scott. Muscular approach does pay off here. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. He has a look up. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Bernardo Silva. Oh, nicely intercepted. Senesi. And it's Kluivert. Kluivert. Smith. Foul. And a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. And that's been well dealt with.
Truffert.
Played into the middle. And that's out of reach. Bernardo Silva.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Well read, nice interception. Cherki reaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Rodri, and it's played forward. That has been cut short. Smith, who does have an assist to his name.
Vardiol.
Haaland. Bernardo Silva. Spread out to the left. Haaland. Cleared without complication. Ruben Dias. Doku. Oh, such a clever touch. Played out wide. Now it's Doku. Oh, that's neat. Plenty waiting in the middle.
Vardiol.
Vardiol played out to the left flank. That is lovely. Receives it in a good position here. That is a brilliant interception. Kluivert. Looking here to chip it through. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. And that's put paid to a promising move. Tavernier. That'll be a throw-in. Tavernier. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Bernardo Silva. Foden, played in by Foden. Senesi. Tavernier.
Truffert.
Christie.
Truffert.
Truffert goes on a charge down the left. Here it is, crossed in. Keeper has taken decisive action. It'll be a throw-in. That has been knocked clear. And it's Christie. Rodri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Foden. He is through here. Cross goes in there. And the keeper has it. Nielsen looking understandably energised after his goal. Lovely feet. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And here's Doku. Vardiol. Oh, super find. Now it's Doku. Smith can get it clear. Now it's Kluivert. Christie. Adams. And here's Nielsen. Truffert. Tavernier. He has found the way through. That had too much on it. Ruben Dias. Bernardo Silva. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it.
Vardiol.
Doku. Oh, that's nice. Vardiol. He is just caressing the ball. Now it's Doku. Tavernier. Lewis. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And the game has already resumed here. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Christie. Scott. Do have a chance to counter here. Nice interception, well timed. Tries a shot! It's there!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now. But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, that certainly raised the temperature in here, and both sides are looking to up their game accordingly.
Smith. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Smith. Christie. Kluivert. Rodri, aim forwards. Chance here to counter.
Vardiol.
Bernardo Silva. Cherki. Out to the left it goes. And here's Foden. Oh, good spread. Cherki. Looking for a decent ball in. Smith. Scott. Christie. Over to the left. And it's Truffert. Tavernier. This looks promising. Foden. Foden hurtling down that right flank. Scott. Scott, gently done. Tavernier, spread out to the left. Eva Nielsen. That's good defending, very good defending. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Bernardo Silva moved on forwards. Smith. Petrovic sends that a long way. Rodri, and it's played forward. Out to the left it goes. Scott. Doku in acres of space out wide. Lovely feet. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Now it's Haaland. Cherki. And here's Haaland. Lewis. Tavernier was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Now it's Tavernier. Now that's well seen too. Rodri. Rodri forwards and with intent. Cherki succumbs to the pressure. Senesi. Christie. Tavernier. Truffert. Tavernier. Out towards the flank. Oh, that's neat. Truffert gets a cross in. Foden making good progress on the right-hand side. Can he latch on to this? Out of play for a throw. Scott. And that's really well manoeuvred. Kluivert shifted upfield.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And here's Bernardo Silva. Adams gets it away. Vardiol. Bernardo Silva. Haaland is being harried and hassled.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
And here's Haaland. Haaland! Tavernier. Christie. Nice touch. And here's Tavernier. Christie receives it in a bullish header! No mistake! And they're back in front! Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Ruben Dias. Still they trail, and time is ticking away.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Truffert. Senesi, aim forwards. Christie. Foden. And here's Haaland. Haaland. A heavy challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And it's Kluivert. Kluivert played out to the left flank. Bernardo Silva. Doku. Doku going full tilt down the left. Doku tries a cross. And that's been repelled. And here's Doku. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. And here's Haaland. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. Vardiol flings in a cross.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Rodri. Vardiol. Almost an hour gone. And he cuts out the supply. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Scott. Moved on forwards. Smith, now he's off and running. Neither side really getting hold of the ball. He's shifting through the gears here. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Tavernier. Shoots! Doku. Bernardo Silva. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Kluivert. Out to the right. Scott. Lewis. Cherki. Well timed, excellent interception. Scott. Adams. Christie. And it's played forward. Now it's Kluivert, and he's onside. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, welcome to the modern game. You get hounded as soon as you get the ball. You can't take time like that.
Senesi gets across to intercept that. Foden. Cherki. Foden. Oh, sweet feet. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Referee's given a throw. Doku. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. He can get that clear. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Doku. Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Cherki. Played out to the right. And here's Foden. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Adams. Senesi. That's really well manoeuvred. Out to the left it goes. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. Adams wins the duel this time. Smith. Tavernier. Now it's Tavernier. And it's Truffert. Oh, and that pass just didn't quite work. Foden. Now it's Foden. Cherki. Cherki. And Bernardo Silva! It's off target and by quite a way.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Truffert. Truffert forwards and with intent. Rodri. Oh, good spread. Very nicely done. Cherki. Oh, that's nice. He's having a look round. That's an imaginative pass. He's cut it out. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Cherki. Out to the right. And he's there to get it away. Foden. It's a good run down the right. Petrovic gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. And it's Truffert. And he welcomes it in. Now it's Tavernier. Tavernier. Defending of the desperate variety. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Scott. Adams. Kluivert providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, some tackle that. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Adams. Senesi. Adams. Moved on forwards. Kluivert played out towards the right wing. Out to the right. Kluivert. Adams. Tavernier. Knocks it out wide. Now can he find a finish? Takes a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Tavernier actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. And it's Adams. Scott, that's a delicate pass. Christie with the short one. Evan Nielsen, now here's the delivery.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And it's played forward, calmly anticipates. Adams. Smith. Smith carries the ball down the right. Kluivert. That is lovely. Can he deliver? Ruben Dias clears it away. Now it's Kluivert. And it's Smith. Lovely bit of skill. Kluivert. Christie! He should have put that one away.
Christie really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Adams. Kluivert. Smith chips it through. Gets it away. Haaland, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Great ball if he can get there. Bernardo Silva.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
That is Truffert. Lewis cuts it out.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Decent progress down the left.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Both sides a bit lacking in intent. Bernardo Silva.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
That's really well manoeuvred. Ball's gone out of play. Now it's Haaland. Haaland, oh, good spread. Bernardo Silva. Vardiol. And here's Marmoush. Marmoush. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Adams. There will be a throw-in.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Scott. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Senesi. Christie. Haaland applies the finish! Should have equalised.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Aim forwards. Now it's Tavernier. And it's Christie. And here's Evan-Nielsen. Kluivert. Oh, shooting chance! Really well taken goal. 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So the lead now is 2. Ruben Dias, gently done. Scott. Scott, gently done. And it's played forward. Bernardo Silva, spread out to the left. That's a good run down the left. Aimed in towards the centre. Smith. Evan-Nielsen. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Rodri. 5 minutes left on the clock. Christie. Scott. Adams. Senesi. Scott. Moved on forwards. Bernardo Silva. And it's O'Reilly. Played out to the right. Foden. Oh, it's played into the area. And he's heaved it away. It's a throw-in. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
He's in space and looking for options. Oh, what a climb! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Haaland really climbed high to get his head on that, and then disappointed.
And there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that's the keeper's ball. Christie, now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, that's a nice ball. That's tidy. Across. Donnarumma claims it without any fuss. Bernardo Silva. Vardiol. Kluivert. Adams. Senesi. Scott. Adams. Kluivert. Now it's Evan Nielsen. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Rodri. O'Reilly. And here's Haaland. Haaland! Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And here's the chance to counter. Rodri with a definite foul there. And it's Adams. Now it's Kluivert. That's very neat. That is good strength. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Marmoush. Ambitious ball here. And that's been won straight back. Scott. Christie. And that is that. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a